they bought a car, then you want to rush in and also
Yeah.
buy a car, or they moved to a 2-bedroom house where you are moving. Me, I don't want this story of Silantoi and Nairobi. We are not doing that.
Guy.
Yeah, no. Kitanda yangu inaniambia miss. Ninajiekelea hivi. Ninawasha Real Housewives. Push maneno. Yeah,
patterns.
but I feel like you're talking about Githeri, man.
I mean, it's not even about just Githeri, but there's so many Githeri mans out.
Yeah. Hi everybody, happy new year. Finally 2024 is here. Welcome and welcome back to One Word Podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Caroline Nguku.
And my name is Joy Kabuga, and this is a safe space where we have very personal and intimate conversations about our lives before and after relocation and everything in between.
Yeah.
And this is a fantastic way to start 2024.
Woohoo! We made it! We made it!
How do you feel about being in 2024?
Energized. I feel like I've never felt like you've been born. But how did I feel when I was born? Actually, no. Have you ever feel like you've been baptized? Like you go down and you come out and it's like a whole new life.
I don't remember being baptized.
A whole new life. That's how I feel. Like I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. I have so much positive energy, oozing from me. I feel like it's my year. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And when you enter like that,
good things are just bound to happen.
Yeah, good things are about to happen. Good things. I'm very optimistic with 2024 because I feel like I closed 2023 at a very high point.
Yeah.
So I'm still high on this drug. Yes.
That's a good drug to be on.
Yeah.
Guys, quit drugs. This is the best. Now Kara has become a drug. She's selling positivity.
You heard right. Yeah, so if you've not subscribed, you're missing out on the best addiction.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, that's a good selling point. Tumeanza are marketing hapa, clearly.
My weakness.
But guys, we're so happy that you're with us, this family that we've started, and now going to 2024. I really can't wait to see.
No, tell them their name.
Onesies.
Hi, Onesies! From today, our family has a name. We are Onesies. So be part of this onesie, we all fit in this kababy onesie.
I know, after you go buy your onesies in the supermarket, this is the cozy, like we have very cozy conversations.
Yeah, I think the next episode we should actually have onesies on. And then everybody who's watching us, we always know when we premiere our video, you can put on a onesie. Oh my God, that would feel so good. So we'll let you know which episode is going to go up with onesies. Then you can we'll let you know on Instagram. And saying that, please follow us in all our social media platforms. The links are in the description box and more so on Instagram, because there we share every day about so many other things that don't ever get to come to YouTube because,
Yeah.
So go there and then we will update you on when is the onesie party happening.
Oh, this one. I'm so excited for it already. It's like a meet and greet already.
I know, but online. With our 200 subscribers. No, but we've grown so much, and this is actually motivating us to keep on going this new year, because the growth that we have seen in the last 2 months, because this podcast actually started in November, has been immense. And the fact that this podcast took so long to start, like if you've been listening to our episode, you know how hard this podcast was supposed to start in January last year, but it actually started in November. So you know actually how hard it has. It's like you've been pregnant with this baby who just doesn't want to come out. The doctor said, time's up, you need to give birth. But the baby's like, I'm going to stay longer. But finally, she came. She's our baby. She's growing.
Yeah.
Are they them?
Yeah.
But what's the word of this episode?
2024.
That's right. We're talking about this year.
Oh, I'm so excited for 2024. Like 2023, in the past episodes, you guys, and make sure you watch that video so you understand what we talk about. I don't want to call them resolutions, because I feel like when people say resolutions, there's too much pressure in resolutions. It's like in the next 2 months, I expect to be here and a different person, which is almost illogical. But I really, from the past video and now going to 2024, it kind of gives me, a vision into what I expect.
Yeah.
So 2024 for me, 2023 was a year of gratitude. I hope this will be a year of Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Yeah.
How do you feel about your 2024, like going forward?
Yeah, going forward, first of all, I'm grateful for my 2023 because I came out such a different human. Like, I evolved to a level that I never thought I actually would.
Do you notice when you evolve, or after a while, it's like, actually, I stopped thinking how I used to think in 20?
Yeah, that's it. That I'm like, I'm not the same person I was in 2023 in the beginning and in the end. So many things have changed. I've worked on my mindset. I've worked on so many things about me that I feel like I'm just gonna give myself better the next year because I've done the worst that I could do. If there's anything worse that I could do to myself than what I've done, oh my God, I'm the devil. Nah, I feel like I've been through so much that I also put myself, and I've learned to forgive that and to get past that, that it can only get better. And I'm so, have you ever felt like you're going in with a lot of positivity, like with a lot of, I'm actually going to do everything that I think, I'm going to be that fucking thing that I want to be in 2024.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Let's tap into the energy. I don't know how people tap into the
energy.
Yeah,
I'm pouring it. Receive. Type in the comment, receive.
Yeah. Wow. That's fantastic. So 2024, one of the best things that I want to achieve for 2024, I would say, is to have because like in our past episodes, we always keep going back to the past episodes because that's where all the gist is from. Finances, me and finances, I had a very bad relationship with finances. I think I will stop putting so much emotional connection to the finances, to money, and just view money, how it's supposed to be viewed. It's something that's supposed to multiply. I shouldn't feel guilty about having money or like someone else. I shouldn't attach like so much emotion to it. So money. That will be my first. Among many others.
That's nice. Financial intelligence is key, and then it will help us manage your money best and do what you want to do. Me too. I think I'm gonna work more on getting more money. Like I said in the previous episode, I was so lazy in 2023, and I never like to go, beyond outside the box. Me, I love comfort. Like me and comfort, same WhatsApp group. Like I would literally, instead of using the bus for 10 minutes, I would use the Uber for 8 minutes. For 8 minutes. It doesn't change much. But it's only that it's comfort. It picks me up where I am. It drops me where I need to be.
That's true.
But the thing is, I'm using money. And if I took a bus, it would have been for free. So I think these are the things that I have to start appreciating, in the sense of don't do it, save the money. I usually do it because I'm like, I have the money anyway. But now I can be like, what about I save this money for another goal somewhere, So this I'm going it with 2024, because if I look at my Uber bill this year,
that's for sure, guys.
It's a house.
Takes Ubers. Even when you tell her like just go buy water outside the house, she literally take an Uber for 2 minutes to go get the
lying.
water. I'm not lying. I'm actually telling the truth.
I will start being, because these are the small mistakes we make financially that we actually don't see. Because like for Uber, you pay with your Visa card, so it's always going. But I want to be very conscious, such that all the little expenses that I can drop, I drop them.
Takeout. Talk about takeout. I know there's people who have lots of takeout. Do you know how much takeout costs? Because food from takeout is very expensive, I think.
And it doesn't even, let me tell you, the last week of 2023, I was marathon in the lab. And do you remember? I came to you and I said, please cook for me. The most kienyeji food you can cook. Like, because I had eaten takeout the whole week. I was so fed up by so many tastes. Good, bad. You expect it to taste like this, then it tastes like that. Then I was like, Joy, please, if you can, cook me. Hata ukiweza pika tu mokimo uweke chumvi nitakula, because I needed that. authentic taste. So for me also takeout, I already made my mind last year. I was like, Caroline, takeout is nothing for you next year. You take out only and only when it's necessary.
Yeah, I think I was starting to grow into the habit of takeout actually, because also I have a very crazy schedule. Sometimes I would run up until midnight or past midnight when I'm working, and then when I come back home, I'm like, let me just get a donut. It's only €6, but let me tell you, €6 on a daily basis, that's a lot of money. So I started being like, let me just get the cheapest. What's the cheapest food and the easiest food to make? So I bought pasta, and like pasta would make tu kwa jiko in 10 minutes shaiva. And I was like, so that's my. So yeah, I think financial literacy in terms of like emotion and saving, and also I would really, now I'm going to be very intentional about how to invest the money. So it's not just a point of like looking at this money, also to know like how to accrue this money and not expecting quick returns unless na gamble na kuna mtu ananipatia
na kugamble ni ngumu.
Nitaanza kanisa huko Kenya, naona watu wanatengeneza makanisa
tutatengeneza Onesies Church, mtakuja. We will not preach, we will have such conversations.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So
yeah, but that's amazing. Like wow, those are very nice financial goals. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you achieve them. You have me here as your
accountability partner.
I see you when you start buying me food. I'll be like, after eating. Now, Najwa, you had said you will never take after eating. I don't want to say before, and then she's like, oh wow, let's not eat it. Yeah. For me, one thing also I expect to do more and to give grace and to give myself grace. I will give because I suffer from forgiveness. For me to forgive people, it will take me reading the Bible a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah, I rarely forgive. I mean, I will tell you I'm forgiving you, but you find me bringing it up in every conversation. So I want to start giving people grace, because I also want people to give me grace, because I'm not like the most perfect one. And also giving myself grace, because I've been the one to beat myself so much in 2023. If I don't do something, I beat myself up. I'm like, but you could have, you should have, so I'll be like, you know what, you couldn't make it, it's okay. And because I'm dropping laziness, so it means most of the things are gonna be done. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see you do these things. Now like this is almost like having an accountability partner.
When you have,
and it's weird also, like when you have to be accountable. Because I remember when I started like my workout journey, it always made me feel like I have to post and people have to see my workout. So it gave me some type of consistency.
Exactly.
Knowing like the accountability.
People are watching,
people are watching, and it's not. No one really even cares whether they want to watch, but like knowing like there's somebody who you're accountable to. Yeah.
But funny enough, you talked about that. Last year at some point before I stopped working out, I was posting videos like on my Instagram, like I think every day, and I would actually get DM. She said, "Hey, I just watched your upper body workout, and the way you said you're struggling." And I'd already, struggled with my upper body, but I watched the video and I went to the gym, and it's somebody I totally do not know. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes also when you think you're posting just to be accountable, so that,
it gives you a feeling of like
you're accountable, like you're being held accountable by your Instagram. Actually, somebody else is benefiting, which I think that's a good goal. Like when somebody wrote me that, I was like, the next day I have to go to my booty and film it. Somebody else is gonna go like, oh wow, you did squat 60 kilos, me too. I feel like post it.
I mean, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm also I hold back a lot about what I want to post. I always post like silly stuff about my opinions. If I see someone peeing in public and I'm like, why would someone pee in public? That's the kind of thing I'm comfortable posting. But like when it comes to my own personal stuff, things that make me vulnerable, I'm like, oh my god, how are people going to perceive me?
Nah, it's okay. If you're not ready to enter into that space, I would say take your time, because that space can be very toxic very quickly.
Yeah, that's true. How do you know that?
I've been there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's the internet, bro. Come on. It's the internet.
Have you been a victim of like internet influence in terms of like you trying to pace your growth?
Because luckily not.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I'm really cautious about who I follow. You know, when you follow those, I want to call them fake, but not fake, but you have to follow people who inspire you in some positive way, not in the way that you're like, they bought a car, then you want to rush in and also buy a car, or they moved to a 2-bedroom house where you are moving. Me, I don't want this story of Silantoi and Nairobi. We are not doing that. Yeah, no, I don't allow myself to get influenced like that, because I've watched people I know stretch beyond and beyond to be just like somebody else who they see on the internet.
Yeah, and that's really crazy. I think that's one thing that we all need to agree. Like, can we just like all grow at our own pace? Yeah, we don't need to like follow
or compete.
It's good to look up to people, and it's good to also, sometimes I say, a bit of envy is not bad, because it makes you determined
work harder.
But like, now obsessing over, I really badly want to be like this person. And I see people really commenting like, I was following this person, I even started doing this person because they were doing it, and I'm like, where do you draw the line?
Exactly, where do you draw the line?
Brings me to the point of like boundaries.
Yeah,
I think I also have really struggled in 2023 with boundaries, and like, I think it comes with people pleasing, and now I really want to, as much as like I please people, I think I have to have better ways to create boundaries with people.
Sure. Yeah, it's important. Like, I'm learning how to also do boundaries, and I've been doing boundaries. That's why some of the things that happen in my life, people don't know, because I created that boundary of, I have my personal life where I can do things my way, and there's the things that I can share to people. Not so many people have to know what is going on in my life. And I also create a boundary of, I protect me first. So whatever I feel, however I feel it, I protect it, instead of waiting for somebody else to like be there to protect it for me. And one thing that I suffered so much about or on whatever word in 2023 was imposter syndrome. There's so many things I wanted to do, so many things that I could have done. Even this podcast, I suffered a huge big bit of imposter syndrome. I was like, what if I get to talk and people don't not like my voice? I mean, it's so angelic, but what if they don't like it? You know, I was like, what if I don't even have content to say, I wanted to start a business. What if they don't buy in the first month? I started, they didn't buy in the first month, but I'm still going,
That's such, I feel like people who have businesses and they have the willingness to continue after the first month, or after 4 months, it's not working out. I think
even after 1 year, do not just limit yourself in time, because businesses are so funny. I was listening to a podcast about business, and there were 2 very successful guys, but their stories were totally different. One of them, they launched they're like engineering and technology, so they came up with a product. They launched their product. After 1 month of launching it, they got bought by a billionaire investor. That's a lot of money, and that's success at the first go. Another one who's actually as equally very rich, it took him 3 times to make the same product over 3 years to get an investor to buy it.
Is that luck?
It's not luck. It can be luck. Yeah, it's totally luck sometimes, and but also sometimes is growth. If he gave up in the first year because the first product was not good enough, he would not have gotten the investor in the 3rd year. That's why do not compare. And we were talking about comparison. In 2024, don't compare. If we start both of us business yanguo, we are talking na 1 million followers within a month, na mimi niko kwa 200, I should keep moving. Your success should not stop my growth. Like, whoever you're comparing yourself with, make sure even if you're comparing, their success will not affect your growth.
That's true.
And I'm writing that book soon.
Sometimes I feel like when I look at comparison, in my brain I'm thinking, it's really funny how like we human beings, we're always looking for the next person, because the one person you keep comparing, imagine ukifika hapo, you'll find someone else to compare. Exactly. You will never be enough. You're the only person who you can compete with yourself. And that's the best gratification you will ever get. Imagine hata ukipita this person who you think has 5,000 subscribers, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That feel, I remember. Do you remember how it felt when we got our first like 100 subscribers?
Yeah.
Our first 100 likes. We were like, oh my god! But when we got to 200, it wasn't
as exciting. Yeah, because now the goal is 1,000.
Yeah, because and then now the competition is yourself, and you're like, this is where I want to get, and this is where I want to get. So you're the only person who you can challenge yourself. Exactly. And those milestones, you're the only one who can like feel happy about them.
You can celebrate them in the most genuine way. Because I put in the work. I am looking at me, and me is growing. I feel like that is on 100. So this year, let's focus on ourselves, on our own growth. I mean, if there's competition, make sure it's healthy, because it will fuck your mind so badly when you start comparing in a negative way, like, and start complaining to yourself and start demeaning yourself. Am I not good enough? Am I not doing enough? But maybe you're even actually doing better than them. It's only they were lucky, maybe. And then when your time comes, you go up even 3 times.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You could even like outshine them.
Exactly. But when your time comes, oh my god, I feel like in 2024 kwa mnakuja hapa therapy session in a car.
But it's really, I mean, and also this goes back to saying, I think we all have a fair chance. It just depends on how. Do you see how some people they keep getting opportunities? I'm sure you can go back to countless thousand people who've gotten the opportunity to upgrade themselves or change their outcomes, and they were taken from that poor situation, and then they were given the opportunity, and they're still the same, or they go back to the same patterns.
But I feel like you're talking about Githeri, man.
I mean, it's not even about just Githeri, but there's so many Githeri mans out there.
I feel like maybe the opportunity comes in prematurely, like so early that you're not there in your mind. You know, sometimes there's the best time for an opportunity. The opportunity comes the right time. You are mentally fit, emotionally fit. Even if you see that 20 million, hautafikiria sijui kwanza ukunywe 1 million. Unaona, you'll have a mature mindset of. And that's why we always say, have your goals down. Because then now, when an opportunity comes, you look at your goals, you'll be like, this will tick this, this will tick this. Because when you have a huge opportunity and you don't have goals, you'll be confused. And kwanza, that milestone of from being here, without the steps, you go here quickly because of a good luck. Unafikiria ni rahisi? Inakuchanganyisha because you know these steps are usually to grow you, stagnate you a little bit, and to teach you some lessons. You go up, and it's not just with the money, also with the mindset, how you think, how you manage your assets. I think some people we've seen, of course, they go straight up and they can't maintain up there because they don't have. I feel like they don't have the capacity, or their life has not equipped them with the capacity to manage themselves when they go higher. That's why kuna ile saying
capacity, I'm sorry to cut you short, or is it sometimes I feel like it's greed, like you're too greedy. I didn't have this, now I'm too greedy too, because I'm presented with the opportunity now. This it could be.
But you know, I'm just thinking about myself. I remember the first time that I could afford something luxurious. I went all out. I could have not, but because I never got it.
Did it strain you afterwards?
Yeah, of course you ask yourself questions afterwards. You're like, guys, sasa hiyo bag ya hiyo pesa yote na unabebanga tu mara 2 kwa mwaka.
Because I remember Tammy once got a bag. And I was thinking, bag, unajua wallet ikiibiwa it has no money. Sasa mtu akiba bag mpaka unakimbiza bag unamwambia chukua wallet. Because like when someone comes to steal items in your house, you're like, no, don't take the clothes, these are expensive, just take everything else.
Yeah, exactly. I think also it's a thing of intelligence, you know. But at the end of the day, we are learning, and we hope that when we get an opportunity, we are, you know, mentally there to make the right decisions. And then we have also sometimes surrounding yourself, the people you surround yourself with. Because if I see you with $1 million, Bob, and I see like you're doing a lot of nonsense, I'll call you out. I'll say, enjoy, invest here. But if you've surrounded yourself where your friends and you, the thing is to go shopping, go for dinner.
Honestly, and
then that's what you do. And then you will look at the watch. You'll be like, oh shit, Yesterday I had 1 million, today I had 10K, but I still don't have an apartment. I still don't even have a fridge in my home.
Yeah, honestly, you guys, you need to, and that's a very good point, because it brings us to the, like, you need to really invest in proper friendships.
Yes.
Friendships that you have this healthy competition, like you mentioned before. Competition is not bad, only when it's healthy. I can't imagine, I can't be growing and I am looking at my friend like Caro, you're in the same position, and I'm just sitting there watching you go down the drain. I'll be like, no, Caro, now you need to stop that.
Intentional friendships only.
And then you don't take things personally. Also, like, going back to like having very healthy friendships, you need to have conversations where
they're very uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, we've had this uncomfortable. Let me tell you one thing. This friendship of Caro and I, we've had uncomfortable conversations. So I'm like, okay, I need to do yoga first before I talk to you.
Yoga of the mind.
And then now you come back later, and that's a very good friendship, because now you can call each other out on each person's mistakes, and then you know how to resolve also the conflict.
Exactly. And then the other person is not, I mean, in the first moment you can always be like, who does she think? But you actually know they're not coming from a bad place. They're just speaking. And I would also appreciate such kind of friendships where your friends just speak their mind exactly the way it is. They don't sugarcoat it. And then at the end they were like, I actually thought about that. And I'm like, why did you say it? I think in 2024 it's only intentional friendships that actually put you, also intentional friendship and valuable network. Valuable network, because everything is, I don't want friends who will take me to some boys who hang out. It's not like, I'm single, but I don't want to be taken to some boys who hang out and we are buying mizingas together at Isiju in a bar. Like, what the hell? I want my friends where when they're telling me, there's this meeting happening, they bring you in spaces which will elevate you, not just because of the people you will meet, but the conversations you'll have with the people there. And the environment itself, it will. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and all of a sudden you have so much peace because of the restaurant? It's not chaotic. You don't have to keep trying to do eye contact because you have your your person here. You don't have to think about which wine to drink because your sommelier is right next to you. I want this kind of friendship that actually elevates you from one point to the other. They put you in places where when you get mentioned and you get called, it will change your life completely. So this 24, if you know you're not that kind of friend, I have already caught you. It's only that I did not tell you.
But then also, being that we're calling out friends, can we not be those friends that we're telling people not to be? Because you can be like, my friends, they don't, but you're very comfortable in your situation. You just want that comfort, like, when those intentional friends come to you, to elevate you, but you're like,
you're very rigid.
I don't want to. Maybe not right now. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm there yet. Like, please don't be that friend. We don't want another friend to be. I think when someone says like, this is my friend, and someone is like, would you, or if someone compares you to the friend, Joy, you're just like Susie. How would you feel? Like, look yourself through the eyes of your friend,
and see if it would. You'll be proud when somebody say, "Oh wow, you guys are pretty much alike."
Would you be agitated?
Or we'll be like cringe, like, no, I'm not like her. Actually, that's a good point.
So if you don't like how they are, or if you wouldn't like someone comparing you to this person, then that doesn't
They're not
fit
your person,
and that should also be like a message to yourself.
Exactly.
Like, okay, maybe I need to change this about myself.
Exactly. Awesome. What? I told you guys, 2024. Dropping only zinaitangwaje words of wisdom. Tumekuwa wanatangwaje wale wa Thailand, mabudha, wale wa mabudha wenye wana dropping tu wisdom.
Niseme shake, but
pia mimi nilikuwa nataka kusema shake, nikasema shake new. Wow. But mashake pia wanaongeanga. We also drop in ignorance. We will Google exactly the word and tell you guys. So one thing I think also in 2024 I'm excited towards is completing my school finally.
Oh wow.
Like, this has been a long journey and I'm excited that soon it's going to come to an end.
I should say that also, because my school is ideally supposed to end within the year, and I feel like, I don't know, I keep telling my mind, Yeah, and I just want to say, like, I want to complete my school.
Yeah, me too.
When it's supposed to end, I don't want to keep like dragging it and dragging it. I feel like, you know, like when you have that thing that should have ended kitambo and you keep dragging it, you really slow the progress.
Exactly.
Because you should have elevated to something different.
Yeah, and also it takes a lot of your time. Like in Germany, having that student title, it stops a lot. Like it limits you so much. You can't work, you can't earn as much as you would want to.
They don't take in full-time employees.
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
Still a student, you can't earn a certain amount of money.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow, I feel like 2024 we're going in with so much. I love the positivity. I love the determination, and I love that we are not gonna circle on the things that we did, because also sometimes, you know, circling on the things that you know, we want all this change, but we're still doing things the same way, and then we're seated there wondering, but I said I want to be whatever. You need to do something different to get different results, and I'm so excited that it already happened in my life. At the end of 2023, I started doing things differently. And the good thing is, when you start doing things differently, like for my education, I was a huge procrastinator, I'm telling you, until I started actually putting effort. And I was like, why didn't I put effort earlier? You know, like it's so easy to come to an end when you put the effort. But because you don't put the effort and expect to come to an end,
it doesn't even make practical sense.
Yeah, exactly. But then when you start putting in the effort and you see how fast you're making those steps.
How many fish do you think you'd have done by now if you had like the same energy?
Even now, I have done so many fish. I've done approximately 15.
Because she's a biologist, that's why I talk about fish.
I've done approximately 20. But if I was consistent, because also consistency, self-consistency, laziness was also part of November, December. If I had dropped that, I would have even add 4 days a week. November would have been 14. No, would have been 16. 16 fish, because every day can take one fish. And then December, let's remove 1 week for holiday, where I went for holidays, and then do 4 times. In December, I even went 5 days, but let's do 4 because of the whole holiday season. 4 times 4 again, 16. I would have had 32 samples, and I would have the most beautiful statistics. But a girl was, but also I'm learning, and to get to do this 60, this 20 now, it called for a lot of change from my old habits. I was like, Caroline, you cannot drink the whole night or binge watch the whole night and not go to the lab. It's number one priority is lab. Whatever else you decide to do on the side, make sure it's not gonna affect your lab day. And that's what I tried to do. I managed, because you know, also long-term habits, you can just break them in a day. Sometimes I would be defeated, or I have an anxiety attack in the night. I sleep at around 6 a.m. I can make it to the lab. But I'm so happy for the progress and for telling myself, you can do it slow by slow. And then also I said being gracious to self, because I was beating myself. I was like, sasa ningeenda hiyo lab, ningekuwa nimemaliza hizi masamaki. But I'm like, Caroline, you give your best. You slept at 6 a.m. My God, give yourself some grace, you know. Ama otherwise ungeenda hata ujikate, badala ya kukata samaki ujikate kidole.
That's true. Ama ungeenda collapse kwa alafu kupeleke hospitali 3 months. And you know how in Germany unapata something so minor, and then
you know, I work with formalin. Formalin is highly toxic. So imagine hata niangukie kwa uso. Na nikunywe. It's justifying laziness. Nah, but I'm happy. Like, I got to be gracious, but I also know I can do better, and I'm also very, very happy to do better. And very excited and enthusiastic to do better, become a better person. No, I'm saying.
Honestly, I can't wait to see. Like, I'm so eager. I don't know if I'm the only one who, when they begin the year, they're so eager to see how the year will end. Because I feel like we all, when you go in, your mind is so different. Like now, in 20, I had such a shallow mindset. And then now I ended 2023 and I'm like, oh my God, I've really grown in terms of my mind. And then 24, I'm like, oh, I'm so grown. And then by the time the year ends, you're like, oh, why did I used to think like that?
Yeah, exactly. Growth is beautiful.
Yeah, the challenges you used to think are so big. Now they're not so big anymore. You know. Lakini growth ni tamu
sana. I didn't know until I started. You know, when you start changing something, you start growing, and then that's when you know. And that's why I really think this is what also creates discipline. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
This self, what is it called? You know, when you see it's something you did and you achieved, like, and you grew in it, like, it's like you want to keep. That's why I understand why these gym rats are gym rats.
Yeah.
You know, because every day you just become a better version of yourself. And this pursuing of a better self is so amazing, because that gratification feeling to self, like, mimi, I did it.
Hey, come on, maybe there's one time I used to have abs, now that we're speaking about it. And I remember even now, when I go back to those pictures, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that, like, what the determination I used to have. And I wasn't even doing it to get abs or like to have a nice body. I was just doing it because it felt so good for my mental health. Like, once you get, and this is the thing about the human body, it's very, it adapts to change so quick. If you just put your mind to it.
Not so, usisema not so weak alafu niende saizi gym kitambi ni ile alafu nikosa
anasema like ukitaka uadapt na environment, also you need to change your environment. Kama mimi niseme hapana, I've been slacking on education, but I keep repeating, like, staying in the house, because for me the house is so comfortable. When I come to the house, all I think about the house is it's a comfortable space where you're supposed to relax. So I don't even read. But like, I can't keep saying I'm going to change this about myself and then keep repeating the same habits. So that's why. But
actually, a hack for that: start going to the library instead of staying in the house.
Yeah, I figured that's one of the things. When I go to school, then I read. Even imagine on the train. When I'm in the train, I'm like, I'm so bored. I just take out a book and I read. But like in the house, the same book that was so interesting, oh, I can't wait for the next chapter. Okay, nipata nje. Ati basi mengoja 2 minutes niko hapo hivi.
Ukifika kwa nyumba, things change. I know that feeling kabisa. I feel like in Germany, the house is like your friend. Ukifikanga, there's just some warmth. And like nikitokanga lab, niko like, nenda nifike nipike nikule, I feeding my data already, so that the person who helps me with statistics angalia nafika kitanda yangu inaniambia ninajiekelea hivi, ninawasha Real Housewives, kisha maneno tutaamka hapo, ndio unaona tunaoda chakula, cause niko like kata hivi na order food, comfort. But I realized for me, when I want to get something done, I have to do it outside my place.
So it's the same, like it's just change of environment is very important. So if you feel like you're stagnating in the same place, try to change, because it has a lot to affect. I don't understand how the body works, but like mind yako, and then I change environment, and then it's so easy to adapt. Imagine if you change, it's like you tell your mind, well, now we're not functional, and then your body just receives the information and you're like, we're not functional, and you just act like you're not functional.
It's exactly example of you relocating to Berlin. So much of you has changed in a way that it could have never changed in
Kenya.
And also one thing I'm taking with myself this 2024 is being bold. Like for me, we will tell you the story, I'm relocating again. And it's a bold ass move from me, because I'm so comfortable wherever I am, but I was like, do I just want comfort? I want more. And the fact that it's me doing this 2024, I'm not gonna be afraid of these bold decisions, you know, the decisions that you're like, because if I wanted to relocate, actually thinking about it, I would have done anytime. But I was such a sissy pussy ass girl. Unajua I'm watching another series. Wana collect tu jina moja kwa kila kitu mtu anasema. Don't cancel me. We said cancel culture 2023. I can't even, usually for me it's a joke just to show. Lakini we will do it. You see, like I feel like I have been put in position where I would have made bold decisions that would have really positively affected me, but I did not, because I was so scared and because I was so used to the comfort, even when it was toxic. So in 2024, hakuna comfort. I'm going to the most uncomfortable. Anytime I'll get comfortable, I'll push myself to get uncomfortable.
Have you ever noticed, like, when you change your mind to also not be so comfortable, you start meeting the right people or going to the right places?
But actually, you know what's funny is, these people are usually there, but because you're so comfortable, you didn't give them a chance to uplift you in a specific way. But because unajua sometimes hatuwezi spoon-feediwa kila kitu. Mtu ataona nimetry kuongelesha msichana stories za Bitcoin, amesema ni Illuminati, mimi siongee na yeye tena. You know, kuna mtu ni kama kila time uniambie, but Caroline, if you invest in this hair, it will stay longer. Kila saa unaniambia tu na unaweka ninaona but those dreads they stay. Na nakukomplainia tu kila saa akinywele. Will you keep telling me? You'll be like, she's not interested. So sometimes we're actually with these people who can actually elevate us by the information they give us or the places they can take us if we only give them a chance. But because you are so comfortable, because mtu anakuambianga anataka tu kucommit 8 p.m. wewe akili yako ishaenda 8 p.m. ni masaa ya waganga, msiendi nje. Unaona, you're so rigid, you're so comfortable in your zone. But once you go that 8 p.m. meeting, you're like, damn. Na ningekuwa nimelala tu saa hizi, ningeacha hiyo opportunity nipite.
You know, that's what I did with the gym. Kwa sababu my gym has different membership, and I don't know if I should speak on this, but like I'm trying to show you like how I convince my mind, like it's not such a big deal. So usually I don't know, I'm very active at night and not active during the day. But this is because at night, like, I have such a slow morning because I slept so late. And sometimes, yes, it can be because of work, because that has been my excuse. You know, I sleep so late, I get to work at 12. But like, after nikikuja at 12, I'm going to sleep at 3. Doing what? Just scrolling on my phone.
Binge watching.
And I feel like, you know, now because you're, and then I'm like, I woke up at 3, so I'm allowed to wake up at 9. So it really slacks. So I justify, and I feel, so I was like, because now my, you know, my membership only says you have to attend the gym at this specific time, and I was like, what can I do? So I just go to in the morning, because what's the worst that I'm doing? And now I just feel like it's changing. I'm trying to put myself in the, because I've always been comfortable in this situation.
Exactly.
But nililala late.
But now you have something that you're actually paying for. Like, you have to be there at this specific. I feel like also that's a very good thing to push you out of your comfort zone. I'm so happy for you, and I hope like you it's such a shame that we can't get to work out together because we are in the same gym. But when I'm here, we always do it.
And I'm happy. So guys, please, environment, there's so many things like, when it comes to, but when every single time we keep speaking, the main conversation is like, don't be comfortable. I feel like this is the conversation we'll be
like in 2024. Do not be comfortable, and nobody's gonna come tell you that you're comfortable. It's you for you. God, like, learn to rely on yourself this 2024. Just trust yourself as much as you can. Give yourself grace, forgive yourself, push yourself. Like, look at yourself in the mirror as if you're seeing somebody else. Like, literally look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you see that girl? I don't want to be her tomorrow. I want to be better than her. Like, push you, because I feel like also I always waited for people and validation. Like, for me, unajua nilikuwa naambiwa na sister yangu nikiwa mdogo, nilikuwa navaa nguo poa na yenye inanifanya nisikie vizuri mimi, nauliza nakaaje? Wanasema but mimi inanifanya nisikie vizuri, alafu ile naenda kuvaa yenye inanifanya sijui nisikie aje, wako like, hiyo ndio poa. I miss a chance of me feeling good and comfortable the whole day in what I'm wearing because this is what people are validating. So mimi 2024, mimi hata validation yako itaingia hapa ikitokea hapa is me to validate me to uplift me. Like, I just wanna put me in front, but not expect other people to do that work for me. It's me to do everything for me. Of course, I need help. I cannot be alone. But first things first, the internal things, they're going to start with me for me. I will not expect you to tell me I'm beautiful. Girl, I will look at myself and do you see me when I look at myself in the mirror? Like the way I die for a second.
Girl, let me tell you, she's her biggest hype man. And that's very admirable. You know, you've said that, and then it's gotten me to think, people are always asking for opinion for you to tell them what they want to hear.
Yeah.
But imagine I'm one of those people who don't tell people what they want to hear, and I just say the truth. Yeah. And then people
don't
agitated.
Like the truth. Yeah.
So goes back to the point where you just said, like, you know, do things that make you happy for yourself.
Exactly.
As long as it's not harming anyone.
Yeah.
Like it's making
it
me
makes me happy.
No.
No, morally right things.
Yeah. If it makes you happy, please just stop asking people. People will always give you an opinion you don't want to hear.
Exactly. Yeah. Or they will lie to you.
Yeah.
Ushaona dem amevaa wig, unasema akiwa na mabeshte Mungu wangu. Na ukisikia kwanza anaishi na mademu wenzake wa 6. Ujaona mademu wanatoka wakienda out their group, alafu kuna mmoja ama wawili uko like na uko na hao watu, like people will not, kuna watu hawakutaki. So just be in a position where you can decide, I look good, I look comfortable. Somebody else will look at you and be like, your dress aingiani na hizo viatu. But how is that their problem? Are you comfortable?
Exactly.
Are you feeling like you are giving those vibes? Honey, that's what we need in 2024. That's what we need.
Honey them to death, because that point needs to get across with intensity of flash. Because people genuinely, I don't know what is wrong with us, but like we need to stop asking for opinion. And then when you're told something negative, it's like, oh, now I don't like you anymore. Also, you need to be receptive. If you're asking for an opinion, imagine open your mind to criticism.
Anything,
because it can't always go your way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. If you don't want, don't ask.
Yeah.
Because I see influencers, right? What do you think about this couch? And people go all in. People are savages on the internet. Oh my God, that color does not go with your floor, with your carpet, with your curtains. And then they're like, oh, but you know these seats are expensive. Like, unajua, when you say the truth, your mind that does not align with what they expected you to say, they take it so negatively, they block you. So I feel like in 2024, if you don't want people's opinion that is negative, just don't ask.
I feel like there's this very popular content creator, and you're going to know who this is. She's a very popular celebrity. And she was asking her opinion about her marriage. And then when the marriage didn't work out.
About her marriage?
And she was married to a white person. And then when it didn't work out. Kai umjui na najua kila mtu ashajua nani naongelea.
Haki moshene. Haitaki nini? Moshene haitaki uzembe.
And after she was always asking for people's opinion. He's such a good person, he did blah 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 blah. And like she used to get agitated when she's asking people opinion. When it comes to relationships, can you stop asking people opinions on
2 people who sleep together? Just sleep and fix your thing under your pillows. We don't want to know. Is it my relationship advice? The wrong that you cook for your man. A man who doesn't even have appetite.
Amepikiwa huko nje unaambiwa hapana ngangana kwa hiyo. Mwanamke
anafanya 2024, if you have not been wife, drop all wife duties. There's nothing like girlfriend. Girlfriend duties ni kupelekwa out na have sex.
Guys, uniambie, you talk to me directly.
2024 girlfriend hakuna atikupika for who for where. Honey, we are eating outside. We come bang bang and then you go home.
I feel like I think in 2024 now that you said this point, maybe we need to establish where we fall as people. People pleasing, single.
Alafu in 2024 usikue girlfriend ya mtu na wewe kwanza nyinyi ni friends with benefits. Utaumia.
Usikue girlfriend na unajiita na unangoja umezalia mtu
mtoto
mmoja anakuambia my husband.
Utaiolewa ushajibandika.
Umehamisha kila kitu kwa suitcases zako. All your 10 suitcases you brought to his apartment. And then you're like, oh, my husband this, please. If you don't have a certificate.
Tuache hata AG. Ati sijua lini wacha niwaambie, also let's embrace doing things the right way. Hii kukimbizana hii, it's okay to rush, but slow down. Don't rush.
Can I tell you something? Yeah. I read just the other day, and I think it was a conversation between two people.
Yeah.
And I saw people are starting to justify why they should be single moms. Do you hear how crazy that sounds?
Why they should be?
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be a single mom if things go wrong in the marriage.
Yeah.
That one I can never negate. I will never tell you because you have kids, you stay someplace that is toxic.
Yeah.
But justifying being a single, do you know how much that takes from the kid?
Because even these marriages where people don't, like, they didn't work out, so you're forced to co-parent separately, or sometimes even the guy doesn't even want to parent at all, and then the mom is. Do you know how much energy parenting is to a parent? Kama wazazi wawili, you can stay sleepless nights. Naonanga content creators who wakisema, oh, we didn't sleep, we were up the whole night, and there are two people.
It's true.
Imagine if it's just one person. And now people are justifying. Now we're advocating for people to be more single. Please, guys.
I mean, I just watched an interview of Nurse Judy. You know Nurse Judy?
Yeah.
Nurse Judy went to America. I mean, I'm just gonna use the example. She is not a single mom. She's a married woman with kids, but who went, for example, to America alone. And then she has a friend who is a single mom of her daughter. And then she was comparing the flexibility of work. She's making a lot of money because of flexibility. They're both nurses. This one could also make a lot of money, but she has to limit herself because of the child. Na unajua baba yao mtoto si wameachana, mali yako. He's maximizing all his time to make his money.
That's true.
Think twice before you normalize being a single woman.
I know, being a single parent, acha tuseme being a single parent, if it's not circumstances zenye zimeforce you, there's nothing fun about it. I think even as a kid, kids always, it's always favorable to grow up like from both. So guys, there's so much to unpack from this episode, and you can see we've started the year on a high. Calling out people. You guys don't be mad at us. We're just being truthful. So if we can't tell you the truth, who is? And you can also tell us the truth, because that's why we accept criticism, we accept compliments, zote zikuje, please.
Exactly. So thank you so much, guys, for being with us. And as we start this new year, we're looking forward to growth. We're looking forward to amazing conversation. This year, one thing that is on the table is inviting guests. So we have a very amazing guest list for you guys. Like, we can't wait for all of what we've put together for 2024 for One Word podcast and our onesies to come to pass. So guys, we wish you all the best as you start this year. Remember, take time to focus on you. First, focus on you, and then everything else will align.
Yeah, that's for sure. And there's no more to top to that, because honestly, we're just going to figure ourselves out. This is a journey. It's a marathon. You know, it's not something that we just run at once and then we achieve. So we're in this together.
Yes.
And from us to you,
bye onesies.